Hello everyone, Languages Lover here and welcome back to the channel. Today is my very first video of the week and I'm going to show you my Michel Thomas series and what I think of the method, which is, if you know me by heart, you know exactly what I think of the method, but anyways, see you when I show you my actual complete collection. See you there! Alright, so this here is the world famous Michel Thomas method. Well, there's more, but this is my actual collection, that's what I meant. All right. This one is Italian. All right. So now that you saw my collection, let's move on to the review. So here I am, and now I'm going to give you my review on the Michel Thomas method. But first, as always, I want to remind every single one of you to hit the subscribe button, click on the bell icon to get notified for every single new video that I upload. If you haven't already, because that's the best way to actually get notified whenever I post new stuff. So yeah, thanks in advance, guys. You're the best. All right, so Michel Thomas, what can I say about him? He was a great guy, yeah. And his method is, in my opinion, the best in the world. Yeah, it's true, we all have our learning ways, but I think this one suits me the best. I've actually tried a lot of different methods, as you can see, like learning with the phrase book, like learning planets, learning on my own, like with SML, and a bunch of other methods you guys still haven't seen, but this one, I think, is the best for a lot of people. Basically, if you're not familiar with the Michel Thomas method, it's actually like, you remember how you learned your native language? Like, for example, most of you probably speak English, and most of my friends and I speak French as our native tongue. So, and how did we learn our native tongue? By hearing and speaking. So this method actually teaches you a language just like you learned your native language. And the best thing about this method is that, well, what can I say to actually put it in better perspective? There is no homework, first of all. Just thinking out loud and actually pronunciating as you go along. And basically, you have to eliminate stress, because one of Michel Thomas's main goal was to remove stress from the student. And actually one of his main quotes was, "There is no such thing as a bad student, just a bad teacher." And the way he taught languages during his lifetime, I believe he taught like French, Spanish, German, and Italian. He did these 4 courses, but the other ones were done later on after his death. But basically, he was a great guy, trying to eliminate stress from the student before learning. And actually there was a documentary about him like a couple of years ago, and they showed him like, let's remove like the uncomfortable chairs, let's remove all the uncomfortable desks, and they put sofas all over the place. And I think that's way more comfortable, and they remove stress from you. Because learning should be excitement, right? And he actually said that it shouldn't be stressful or demanding. You need to remove every single stress from you before learning. So that's why I love this method. And if you do mistakes, it's the teacher's fault, not your fault. And the teacher then, well, actually in the audios, there's like 2 students accompanying the teachers. And basically, whenever any of the students does a mistake, the teacher doesn't blame them for making a mistake, like, you're not good on language learning, give up. No. They actually try to explain them again in their own words how to formulate that particular sentence. So that's what I love about this method, sorry. And another thing I like about it is that just after like 50 phrases or so, I don't know if you saw that, but I'm actually going to show you again in reverse screen, but there's actually a couple different versions of the course. First off, there's the start version, which has like, I don't remember, maybe like 50 phrases and 50 words and phrases, and they actually teach you how to formulate your own afterwards. But just after these 50 phrases, you actually feel comfortable, and that's what I love about this method. And there's also total courses, which actually have, well, actually, let's reverse screen right now so I can show you in better detail. See you there? Alright, so here we are. And by the way, guys, if you don't know the documentary, I'm actually going to leave a link in the description box directly to this, well, documentary, if it's still available on YouTube. It used to be, but I don't know if it's still available. Maybe it's like divided into many parts, but anyways. So basically, what I was saying in the other way around was that there's different versions of the course. First off, you can buy a start, which is, for example, this one is Mandarin. And as you can see right here is exactly what I said. Speak Mandarin Chinese instantly. No books, no writing, absolute confidence. Used by over 2 million learners, so it's pretty good. And as you can see, the start is obviously for beginners. The total one, which I have for German, is beginner to intermediate. And the perfect one, which I have for Russian, is intermediate to advanced. Are they really accurate? Well, grammar-wise, yes, but I don't think you can actually consider yourself a fluent speaker at the end of the courses. Well, it depends. Because to consider yourself a fluent speaker, you can also like feel confident. If you don't feel confident, don't call yourself a native, well, not a native speaker, but don't call yourself a fluent speaker if you're not able to actually trust yourself when speaking the language, right? So yeah, see, what's in this course? 1 hour of audio on CD, learn at home, in the car, or in a portable MP3 player. So yeah, and these are audio courses, obviously, but they do have a, let me just open it. They have a little pamphlet showing you what you're going to learn in the course. So that's the first one. And the second one, as they actually showed, is, let's put it there, the total one. Right here, for German, like I said. Yeah, beginner to intermediate. And as you can see right here, there's a lot of recognizable names over here, like Woody Allen, Emma Thompson, Grace Kelly, Mel Gibson, Bill Murray, a lot of stars, yeah. And as you can see, the most extraordinary learning experience of my life by Emma Thompson. So that's pretty good. So let me just open it up to show you what it's like. So here I am inside, and I actually said it right here. 5 minutes into the first CD, you already feel like you're warning by timeout. So yeah, and here it is. There are a lot of CDs over here. Let me just see. 7 CDs if you don't include the CD-ROM. So yeah, 7 CDs, which is actually pretty good. And yeah, it's scratched right here, but don't worry. It's not what matters. What matters is the best inside. Each CD is golden. It's filled with magic. And I shit you not. It's really, really, really a good method. I really like this method. As soon as I found out about this method, I was like, where have you been all my life? Yeah. And if you take a look at the perfect one for Russian right here. And by the way, the total one, I only have German for total and Russian for perfect, but yeah. This one comes with 8 CDs, and there's also a CD-ROM over here, but this one actually includes, let me see, there we go. You can see the pamphlet. You actually have the vocabulary builder too, which includes 1,000 plus words, no memorizing, no books, absolute confidence, by Natasha Berchatsky. Because as I said, the Russian one and the ones that aren't French, German, Spanish, and Italian were done by later teachers after Michel's passing, but they're still good too. So yeah, the perfect one, well, it's actually available on YouTube somewhere, but it actually shows you, you know, like in Russians, there's different verbs to actually, was it imperfective and perfective? And it actually show you how to use each one of them and try to make them stick in your head. So these are the perfect ones. We also have the vocabulary builder, the individual vocabulary builder, like I had for Arabic and Mandarin. This is intermediate to advanced. Yeah, intermediate to advanced. And I guess the one single thing I don't like about this method is that the discs are stacked. I hate stacked discs. But otherwise, very good method. And let's see. Did May mention? Yeah, 2013. So it's been a while, but yeah, still 600 plus words for the Arabic one. So yeah, very, very good. Alright, and you have Masterclass, only available for German, Spanish, French, and Italian. These were done, wow, I can't talk today, by Michel Thomas. And I believe they actually take you from beginner to intermediate. I'm not sure, but as you can see in the pamphlet for the Spanish one, this is everything that you're going to learn in the course, but I recommend you learn from the CDs and not from the pamphlet. This is just so you know what you're going to learn in the actual course. So let's put it back here and do this. All right. And last but not least, we have, I don't know if you saw for Portuguese and Greek, these ones. Let's take the Portuguese one as an example. So yeah, there's Portuguese. This is the entire for beginners. So I believe this includes everything that's in the start and total course. So in other words, I do have total Portuguese and total Greek, but I just don't have them like that. Yeah. And this is European Portuguese. Like I said in my minha experiência com português, my video about Portuguese, I actually said that it's European Portuguese that is taught in the method. But yeah, pretty cool. And there we go. And the advanced one, we're going to take the Greek this time, has 4 CDs. And it's the same for Portuguese, so yeah. And now that you know what I think of the method, let's turn around. Alright, so that's pretty good, but there's another inconvenience, but an understandable one. At what price does it cost? Does it come? Well, the start actually costs around $20 on eBay. That's where I actually bought them. The total ones are around $100. And the perfect are even more expensive. But like I said, although they're expensive, they're actually worth their costs, because they're actually gonna give you everything you need. Unlike, for example, you take a single class, like, I don't know, and in a private school, but it's actually not necessarily gonna take you as far as these guys will do, but yeah, in the end it's your choice. But they actually give you a good grief in the language you're trying to learn. And yeah, but I really love this method. It's relaxing, it's suitable for me, and I think if you haven't tried it for yourself, just try it. And like I said, I'm gonna try to find the documentary I talked about in this video on YouTube, if it's still there. If it is, I'll put a link in the description, but if it's not, well, I'm sorry guys, but anyways. So yeah, very good method. I don't know what else to say. Just try it for yourself, I guess. It's self-rewarding. And I think every teacher should be like him. Really good guy. Anyways, That is all for today. See you guys later and have fun. Bye.